So how do we solve this challenge? The challenge is as follows. So you are given an array, yeah, and that's the challenge. That is the challenge. Declare an initial variable which is equal to total equal to 0. So it's going to be variable total equals 0. Easy stuff so far. Use for loop to add the value of each element of my array to total. So we want to be adding this to this. Okay. So we're going to be using a for loop for this. So we write for. For loop has three phases: initialization, condition, and final expression. So initialization is going to be executed one time. So we're going to use a variable I equals to 0. So we're going to start with that. Now the condition: as long as I is smaller than my R length, we want to add 1 to I. And the reason for that is very simple. Well, it's not simple because this is JavaScript. There's never nothing is simple in here. But so now we're going to go total equals, right? Total plus my array I. So my array I is going to be taken from here. And the loop will continue to execute as long as I is smaller than the length of my array. So in here, what we can do is we shall put in console.log total. So we can see the value of total prior to it being executed. Okay. So now we can see that on first rotation, it gave us 0. Why? Because I is 0 and it didn't do anything basically, right? On second rotation, it added 2. Why? Because look, you had I 0, we added 1, right? So I is equal to 1. My array I is 1, which means, and we know that in array, we start with 0, and then 1 will be equal to 2. So it extracted 2 from my array and added it to total, which gave us 2. On third rotation, what happened was I is now 2. So the second element in the array is 3, and it added to total. Now remember that total before that was 2, we added 3, it gave us 5, and so forth. The third element is 4, right? So my array 4 was added to total, which was already 5, that gave us 9, and then so forth. A little bit confusing, but welcome to the world of JavaScript.